What a wonderful welcome. Thank you all very much for making me feel very welcome on this amazing piece of carpet. I've had such an adventure getting here. I left home 2 days ago and tried to explain to my amazing children, actually, 7, 4 and 2. I'll just share with you what happened. Boys, come and have a chat. Come here, Isaac. He's 2. George, Thomas, please pay attention. Right, boys, Daddy's going away for a couple of days and I'm going to have an amazing time meeting some people I've not yet met. A wonderful bunch of people that I want to share something that you and I know we value. And it's the importance of remembering people's names. But why should we remember those names? The boys looked at me and George ran off into the kitchen. And I could hear a drawer opening. I thought, what's he doing? And bless him, he came back to where I stood at the back door. I said, Daddy, did you say you're going to be on stage? I said, that's right, sunshine. Like I was before Christmas in the Nativity. Yeah. Daddy, I had to wear a tea towel. Do you want to borrow this tea towel? It's crazy, isn't it, young people? So the importance of names to me has been with me all my career. And it's fascinated me as I've grown up, as I've matured, and I've met other people. Now, my background may well be as a former naval fighter pilot, where trust was, it was assumed. It was a given between those we work with. It was amazing to work with people that I trusted and I knew really well. It was insisted that we got to know our teammates really well. But the thing is, you don't need to be screaming through the skies at speeds of 7 miles a minute. That actually every one of us has all we need in order to be brilliant at names. And you've had it since you were 3 years old. So what I'm going to do with you today is explain to you some real useful things I'd like you to take forwards. You might need them for tonight's party. You might need them tomorrow. Who knows? Possibly next week. And it fundamentally comes down to this word trust. Trust. Trust is the foundation to every communication. It's the glue of life, as Stephen Covey tells us in his book. It is the principle upon which every relationship starts. So it puzzled me then. So when you want to start a relationship, Matt, what do you have to do? Well, do you know what it is? In our culture, we reach out, don't we, and say hello. We reach out and use our hand, just like the ancient Greeks did, who stood there, not with a sword, but to show that they were unarmed, they reached out. They reached out like this. And that's what's always amazed me, that when you reach out, well, what are we saying? Well, sometimes it's hello, how do you do? It can be congratulations. Welcome, come and join the team. Come and join the party. How do you do? So what I'd like to do today is with you here, you wonderful people who know exactly what this theatre's like. We're going to build on this trust and have a go at see if we can introduce ourselves to somebody we don't know. So please may have the lights up, and I'd like everybody who can, in your position, have the theatre lights up. Everybody just be on your feet, please. Every one of you, stand up for me. Thank you very much. That's wonderful. I think I might need some help first, though. I'm going to need somebody. Doesn't it go quiet? I can hear all sorts of things, but what do you guys hear? What can you hear? What's your internal monologue saying to you? Help. There's a gentleman here who says help. I'm definitely hearing. Don't pick me, Matt. There's a young lad over here giving it, okay, I'll do it. But it's that voice we need, by the way. It is this internal monologue we need when we go to meet somebody. We need that on our side, okay? We need it on our side to keep it quiet for just 3 seconds, to be present in that moment when in our culture we say, how do you do? So right now, either in front of you or behind you, not the people next to you, I'd just like you to have a go. Reach out and introduce yourself. When you've done that, please have a seat. Okay, well done. Brilliant. There are only a few places in the world where people are so thoughtful and so trusting as this sort of stage, isn't it? When you have these letters stood behind you, thank you so much. But boy, doesn't it feel good? Doesn't it feel great? Can you feel the atmosphere in the room that everyone's like, okay, yeah, I've got this. I can. Yes. So hold on to that, because what you've done there is the very basis, isn't it? Hello, pleased to meet you. But this is where we start winning. This is what I want to share with you. When you introduce yourself, be absolutely clear with your voice. Now, my name's Matthew, and when I was a young lad, when it became important to meet young ladies, I would say, hi, I'm Matt. I get called Mark, Mick, or Mac. Hopeless. So now I say, hi, I'm Matthew. Now, of course, if your name's Rebecca or Victoria. Is it Vicky, Vix, V, Tori, Toria? So if you want to help other people remember names, be real clear when you go forward and say, how do you do? My name is Liam, let's say. And when Liam says, hi Liam, I'm Matthew, what do we need to do with that name? We've heard Liam tell us his name, and this is what we need to do. As you listen to it, you're using that internal voice to repeat the name around in your head, recycle it, use it again, recycle it, get it going around in your head. Because we all know our short-term memory, we've got 15 to 30 seconds and it's gone. Bang. And it's not your fault. We were born like this. It is not your fault, which is why it takes a tiny bit of effort just to say, be clear with your name and repeat it. So that's one part, isn't it? There's the name in our heads. What do we need to do now? We've got to repeat it. How do you do? I'm Matthew. I'm Liam. Liam, how do you do? May I introduce you to Ming Lee? Ming Lee's over from Hong Kong. We're going to collaborate together and work. And so already Liam and my friend Ming Lee have heard each other's names. They've got a chance to listen and repeat it. And we're almost there now, except we all know this isn't a party. Hi, how you doing? Sorry, I've forgotten your name. Well, what we've got to do is test ourselves. So when Liam has met Ming Lee and Isabella comes over, somebody needs to have a clue what's going on. So I have a habit of backing off and just thinking, right, Ming Lee, Isabella, Liam, how am I going to remember them? And this is where, as human beings, we're really good. You all know that you can remember faces. Now, how many times do you walk past somebody in the street and go, oh, I used to know them. Oh, my God. And you're like, I don't want to say hello. I can't remember the name. So what you need to do is try and attach something visually to them because our mind, our eyes are so strong. So strong. So it generates the features of the face, the lovely eyes, eyebrows, chin line, nose, whatever it may be. And if you can hook that into the name, you're already winning. You're already winning. How's that sound to you so far? So without getting out of your seats now, we need no lights. I'd like you to have a go at introducing yourself to somebody either in front or behind that you've not met yet. Off you go, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well done. Yes. Don't you think now we've got this, we can start moving forwards? You can take these simple tips, because I wonder how many of you can remember both those names? How many? How many of you can remember those names? Are you on the scale of 1 to 10? 10 being, I'm brilliant, Matt, I've got this, no problem, I'd like to help others. All the way down to a 1, which is, I wish I'd used the pen and paper in my bag. I could have written down the name. You could have written it down. No choosing a 7, by the way, when you're working with Matthew. No 7s. Where do you think, 10 or you're 1? Wherever, thank you. My name's Matthew, not... So wherever you are, it doesn't matter because you now got what it takes. And I think this is fundamental to human beings. I work in places now, some phenomenal establishments around the world with just this simple thing, where the simple introduction and exchange of names builds trust. Because I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, these things don't build trust, do they? No, they don't do trust. You have to do face-to-face contact. It's messy, it's tricky, but you can do it. Because we've just tried it. You've proved it to yourselves. So I challenge you here, in the interval, tonight at the party, next week at the school gate, at the next convention you're at with future great people you're going to form a team with, let's see where we can take this. Because I think now you've met 2 people. You've been brave. You said hello, hi, hola, namaste, mihai to Ming Lee. You are building a team here. You are feeling better and better about those you have with you. And of course, when we form a team and we've got that basis of trust, these teams go on and take to the skies at 7 miles a minute. And trust, when you trust people, you care about those you're with, don't you? You worry about people you work with. Those teams get better and better. But for me, it's about our communities. It's about where we live, our neighborhoods, that time and time again, we are seeing this going on, aren't we, with people we care about. And I'd like to think that today, with this small thing I've left you with, you guys are the people that can go out and make a difference. We may not change the world, but we can certainly change your world. In the 3 seconds it took to reach out, use both your ears to remember one name. I wish you the very best of luck. I'd love to hear how it goes. It's lovely to meet you. My name's Matthew. Thank you.